Welcome back. A landowner group in the Hela province has made its intentions known that it is ready to move forward and become a recognized landowner association. The Angore Tidi Apa Landowners Association yesterday met in Port Moresby with key government stakeholders, including non-government organizations, and asked the government to fast-track the process. They claim that 80% of landowner demarcations have been sorted out and want the government to sort out the other 20% before next year. Bradley Gregory with this report.
Waiting time is over. The Angora landowners of the country's LNG project in the Hela province have put aside their differences. They're now one to an association they've created, Angora Tidi Apa Incorporate Association. Today a meeting was held in Port Moresby with key government departments, investors, development partners and non-government organizations for the group.
Therefore, this 8 year time come na look sabal all papagram true in long Angora me judge me identify 130 plus ILG chairmen. So in this ILG chairmen me as a team me lusimol kan conflicts problem me katim company me katim association me katim all kind lenona groups so called in Moresby me lusim side na me sena pesa one team called Atala.
The association hasn't been formally recognized on paper. As yet, certain processes have been its setback, one being the process of mediation, which is 80% complete. The landowners are calling on the government to fast-track the process so they can get the benefits they deserve.
Delay has been still there, so I think forming Atlas so that it's going to be a bigger mess of mouthpiece for Angora.
The PNG LNG project was launched in 2012. Since then, the country has shipped about 200 shipments of LNG cargoes from the Garden of Hela. The landowners claim they haven't been benefiting since, and the grouping into an association is the way forward. They also have a business arm also ready when the association kicks off. Bradley Gregory, NBC National News, Port Moresby.
The Bomana Holy Spirit Seminary celebrated 25 years of the sacerdotal Silver Jubilee. Representatives from the Catholic diocese around the country attended the ceremony. The celebration also coincides with Father Yasek Tende's 25 years of priesthood. Mark Kayok reports.
The Bomana Holy Spirit Seminary came alive yesterday with celebrations marking 25 years of the Sacred Silver Jubilee. Catholic dioceses from around the country and Christians attended the ceremony. The celebrations coincides with Reverend Father Yasek Tende's 25 years of priesthood. Central Province was represented by the Diocese of Berena. Father Tendes said the event marks a new beginning for the seminary to continue spread the word of the Lord.
Yeah, for me it's just appreciation and encouragement to go on, and I hope for the seminarians also, if they see the good example of the rector and John Vianney above, because this day of John Vianney, they will also follow this and serve the gospel, follow Jesus, be as Jesus' server, serving others, bring the good news.
Father Tendes was serving in Poland and Italy in Rome for the last 22 years. He was asked to serve in Papua New Guinea in 2013 as the rector of the seminary. The celebrations ended with the Holy Eucharist and a feast hosted by the seminary. Mark Kayok, NBC National News, Port Moresby.
Deteriorating road conditions on Pit Pit Street in NCD are concerning commuters and people living along the street. The people expressed concerns, calling on city authorities to fix the road. Esther Bralinwani reports.
Located in the north of Waigani, right behind the National Parliament House, is the Pit Pit Street. Most prominent people in the nation's capital live along this street.
Road is not developed. This road is innocent. Morota has held sleep localta. We are very professional people established here. Accountant, lawyer, pilots, engineers, one of them doctors, all established in street. Okay, houses high coming houses established. Now Mibla been neglected for some like a decade.
However, they have lost so much from the unsealed road and are appealing to the people responsible to look into this.
Excuse my brook. Some like a legally cars a brook and Mibla works up over time, so please Mibla like him from Mibla need him. Governor, Mibla like him action now long. It's ready, Mr. Road. Michael Malbang, I'm good blood Toto.
A mother who have lived there for 24 years says the roads have been neglected for the past years despite living in the face of the city.
We know some contribute now only no being come through all gravel or this like kind of straight road. And more monkey at the street is a kissing all side all people one and nabar na trome na passing patchy more holes nabar lo here.
Now, as a grandmother, she says they have tried to help themselves, but when it rains, this is what happens every time. Esther Brelinwani, NBC National News, Port Moresby.
About 203,000 kina was paid by the Mogi Angim tribe to the Gika Melikam tribe in Western Highlands as compensation for the death of a man in the province. The compensation included 176 pigs, 20 cows, 6 snakes, 7 wild turkey eggs, a tree kangaroo and a horse. The compensation ceremony was held at the Pops Oval in Mount Hagen. Jack Tame covered the event and files this story.
Pigs of different sizes, cows, snakes and money were paid by the Mogi Angim tribesmen to show their sympathy for the loss of late Isaac Anis from the Jika Malakam tribe. Senior pastor of the PNC Bible Church, who was the chairman of the compensation organizing committee from the Mogi Angim tribe, Reverend Berettina, says the number of pigs, cows, money and others would not take back the life lost, but they did it to restore normalcy and peace, to promote freedom of movement and other good things to happen within the two tribes. Reverend said the main reason to put up the compensation is to remove the innocent blood which poured on their tribe and the land, because it was not a planned killing done by the tribe, but it was done by young men who were under the influence of alcohol.
Na mikama sanabia represent them all kunais. Na misanabia or se mito ko se misori trulong all Jiga one tribe. Jiga tribe na kunupaga tribe. And mipla sorry, mi magana mito sorry or sem asua mipla making penis.
While the immediate leaders and family members of late Isaac Anis from the Jika Malakam tribe publicly declared that they forgave the Mogi Angim tribe for the death.
No name belong Isaac. Logat was shot by Tokosem. Because of Isaac, me come up in this plane incident. I'm long I blow man. I'm banana plane incident blow not blow man. Me immediate family, long brother blow me. And me talk so, and me talk, I forgive you, and may the good Lord in heaven forgive you.
After the official presentation of the compensation gifts, the leaders from both tribes have signed a memorandum of agreement between them to honor a historic agreement done by their forefathers as traditional allies. But this death was the first time after living peacefully for some 100 years. The leaders agreed to sign this MOA to renew this historic bond for young generation to be aware and maintain it. The Mogi Angim tribe took only 3 weeks since the incident to prepare for the compensation. This ceremony was witnessed by the Minister for State Investment Willem Duma, former Governor of Western Highlands Tom Olga, Provincial Police Commander Chief Superintendent Martin Lakari, Provincial and Districts Peace and Good Order Committee members, notable leaders from both tribes and the general public. Jack Tame, NBC National News, Mount Hagen.
Stay with us on NBC National News.